There is a special kind of comfort in watching old Bollywood movies. They are like a warm blanket on a cold day. These films take us back to a simpler time, a time of big emotions and grand stories. We remember sitting with our families, gathered around the television, completely lost in the world on screen. The heroes were larger than life, the heroines were graceful, and the villains were truly wicked. Every movie was a grand celebration, a festival of emotions, music, drama. These stories gave us hope, made us laugh, and sometimes made us cry. They were not just movies. They were memories woven into the fabric of our lives. The story of Coolie is a classic Bollywood tale rooted in a theme audiences have always loved: the lost and found family. Zafar Khan is a rich but cruel man. He is in love with Salma. He causes a flood that destroys Salma's village. In the chaos, Salma loses her husband. She is separated from her young son, Iqbal. Zafar then kidnaps Salma. He convinces her son is dead and keeps her as his wife. She lives a life of misery. This simple but powerful premise sets the stage for a grand emotional drama. Meanwhile, Iqbal grows up on a railway station, working as a coolie, a porter. He becomes the leader of the coolies, a strong, righteous man who fights for the rights of the poor and the oppressed. His life is intertwined with the railway station. It becomes his home and his world. The story beautifully weaves together the separate lives of Iqbal and his long-lost mother, Salma. As fate would have it, their paths are destined to cross again. At the heart of Coolie is an unforgettable performance by the one and only Amitabh Bachchan. In the 1980s, Amitabh Bachchan was not just an actor, he was a force of nature. He was the angry young man who had become a symbol of hope for an entire generation. As Iqbal, he is strong, he is funny, he is romantic, he is deeply emotional. He becomes the leader of the coolies. He fights for the poor and stands up to the powerful. His famous entry scene, where he slides down a railway track on a suitcase, is the stuff of legend. One of the most special things about his character is the badge he wears on his arm, with the number 786. In the film, this badge becomes a symbol of divine protection. It is shown to save Iqbal's life on multiple occasions. When he is on screen, you simply cannot look away. Bachchan's portrayal of Iqbal is a masterclass in heroism, a performance that holds the entire film together. His role as Iqbal Khan is a celebration of everything that makes Amitabh Bachchan a legend of Indian cinema. The story of Coolie cannot be told without mentioning the tragic accident that occurred during its filming. Amitabh critically injured. During the shooting of a fight scene, Bachchan was supposed to take a punch and fall onto a table. The stunt went horribly wrong. Bachchan mistimed his jump. The corner of the table struck his abdomen, causing a severe internal injury. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. What followed was an unprecedented outpouring of emotion from the entire country. Temples, mosques, and churches held special services. People of all faiths prayed. Fans gathered outside the hospital, holding vigils and offering their support. The Prime Minister even cut short a foreign trip to visit him. For weeks, the health of one man became a national concern. Miraculously, after a long struggle, Amitabh Bachchan recovered. The filmmakers changed the ending, the hero survives, and audiences flocked to celebrate the return of their hero. Coolie is packed with memorable scenes that have become a part of Bollywood folklore. One of the most famous is Iqbal's entry scene, Amitabh sliding down a ramp on a suitcase. Iqbal's pet falcon, Ala Rakha, plays a crucial role. The falcon snatches a necklace and triggers a chase. The bond between Iqbal and his falcon is special, a protector and companion. The scene where Iqbal unknowingly meets his mother, Salma, for the first time is incredibly moving. The audience, who knows the truth, feels a mix of sadness and anticipation. The final fight sequence is a grand spectacle, chaotic, loud, and thrilling. When Iqbal is shot and fighting for his life, the scene mirrors the real-life drama the nation lived through. The music of Coolie, composed by Laxmikant Pyarelal, is another reason for its timeless appeal. The film's soundtrack is a perfect masala mix, songs for every mood and occasion. Sari Duniya Ka Boj Hum Utate Hain is the film's anthem. It captures the spirit of the working class. On the lighter side, Accident Ho Gaya and Lambuji Tinguji provide comic relief. Perhaps the most powerful is the devotional Qawwali, Mubarak Ho Tumko, that builds the reunion moment. The songs are energetic, emotional, and eternally memorable, a key ingredient in the magic recipe of the film. Coolie is the ultimate example of a masala film, a mix of many spices that create something delicious and satisfying. High-octane action, laugh-out-loud comedy, heartfelt drama, and sweet romance, all blended seamlessly. Manmohan Desai was a master storyteller who knew exactly what the audience wanted. It's a rollercoaster ride of emotions. The constant shift in tone keeps the audience engaged. Decades have passed, but Coolie still holds a special shelf in the library of Indian cinema. The film continues to be loved by new generations, streaming, revival screenings, and fan tributes. Universal themes, family, faith, and the fight for justice help the film endure. Iqbal Khan is a timeless symbol of hope and strength, an underdog who becomes a hero. Watching Coolie is an experience, a celebration, a feeling, a memory. Coolie is not just a film, it's a feeling, a memory, and a cherished part of our cinematic heritage. A classic that has stood the test of time, continuing to entertain and inspire. It reminds us of the pure joy of movies, to make us dream and to touch our hearts.